Hello and welcome to Conversation Series. This series of conversation we are bringing from Dubai, where we are at the IATA World Cargo Symposium. And with me in conversation today is Hashim Alsharif, Vice President of Strategy and Business Development at Saudia Cargo. Hashim, great to have you for this conversation.
Thank you for having me.
Hashim, let us dive into the questions on the Vision 2030 and the role of Saudi Cargo. 2030 is approaching very close.
Yes.
Saudi Arabia is playing a significant role in terms of
Yes.
global logistics. It's positioning itself as a kind of gateway for global trade and global logistics.
Yeah.
Walk us through some of the recent developments and how Saudi Cargo is really enabling that vision.
Of course, the Vision 2030 is very motivational vision for us, and we are a great enabler to that vision. Saudi Arabia is planned to be a logistic hub, not only regionally but also globally. In order to do so, we need to work on different elements of infrastructure, connectivity, accessibility, and also transfer of goods from east to west. Saudia Cargo is more than happy to contribute. We're actually proud to be part of the enabling of that. Our mission is to contribute to the 4.5 million tonnage by 2030. We already crossed the 1 million mark last year, and we are in the right track to that. Our contribution is more than half to that target, and we have a great plans to contribute beyond that logistic arm, but also to contribute to the export of Saudi Arabia and find the Saudi product available in the world and the global shelves.
You know, Hashim, you're responsible for strategy and business development. If you can tell us if you look at the global logistic and global trade, there is rapid development that happens, new products coming into air cargo mode of transport. Some of the products which are predominantly of sea freight is
Yes.
moving into air freight, and because of the geopolitical situations and tensions in different parts of the world, there is always a constant movement of sea freight into air freight. What would some of your vision for really developing some of these products for Saudi Cargo?
You're on point. It's a cyclical business, and there is so many variables changes daily when it comes to the air cargo. But mainly, not only the geopolitical climate has changed, but the consumer behavior also changed. People used to wait for a longer time to get their product. Now it's all about speed. It's all about fast. Post the pandemic, we can actually see the e-commerce emerge to be a major player in that market. The growth is double digits, basically year on year. And this shows us that there's a trend that the e-commerce is changing the game of air cargo. As you have mentioned, the sea freighter used to be the preferred mode of transportation, but because it was way cheaper. Now with the geopoliticals and the uncertainty to certain regions in the world, it became very expensive to do so, or at least bridge the gap between the air cargo and the sea freight. And we can see that the consumer behavior is the main driver of that. And they are also about speed. And air cargo, it's all about connecting the world in a very fast, reliable, because it's an aviation, it's all about precision, it's about time, it's about all of these things. And of course, there are some products that will always going to be air cargo. When we talk about sensitive things like perishables, we're talking about pharmaceuticals, all of these things is the main driver of that is air cargo, and we maintain that sort of movement across the globe.
You know, one of the enablers of the rapid change that you see in global trade and consumer patterns, how people consume goods, is also because of e-commerce has really accelerated that process.
Yes.
And it's also because the easily available technology tools are in your hand, like the mobile and all of those. Now, I'm sure that technology is going to play a very significant role in terms of achieving some of your goals, and that could actually be, you could end up achieving the goal much before your target year. So in terms of digitalization, use of digital tools in your cargo processing, cargo handling, cargo movement, tracking and tracing of some of your products, how significant is technology as a portion in terms of developing your products?
It's a main pillar when we talk about our strategy. It's about digital transformation. not only on the what you have mentioned before when it comes to ground handling and easy of booking to a certain extent, but we're also looking about using and integrating innovation, such as AI, into customer experience. So you have all of the time you have an agent contacting you 24/7. You can utilize technology to give you data analysis analytics is very quickly than what used to be, but also to connect and integrate different solutions with different airlines to make accessibility to different airlines much easier. And the booking we look at to be a real-time kind of booking. We're 100% part and believe in digital transformation. We're very committed to do so, and it's a great pillar of our strategy.
Hashim, I also want to talk about two particular verticals. One is e-commerce, and the other one is perishables. I myself have seen how Saudia Cargo has really enhanced its product capability in terms of these two verticals. You have like very interesting partnership on the e-commerce from China to Asia to connecting through connecting through Jeddah. Specifically on e-commerce, what is the potential that you see on the cross-border e-commerce, cargo coming from the cross-border e-commerce, and how significant is that? And the second is about the perishable product. I think that's also a significant commodity vertical for Saudia Cargo.
Definitely. Let's take it step by step. If we talk about the e-commerce, it's a double digit. It's around 20% growth annually. And the Saudi market is a huge consumer. We moved over 60,000 tons, mainly about e-commerce last year. And we expect it to double in the next couple of years. The trend, we can see clearly that the consumer behavior, as I have mentioned previously, is the main driver of doing so. The ease of booking, as you have mentioned, within your phone, you can always buy things. So the needs was going to be there until at least stabilized and the different mode of warehousing will be there. Now, the perishable is a very critical, essential element of our life. And the fact that if you look at it now, it doesn't matter where you are in the world, and what doesn't matter what season you are, you will always find fruits and vegetables in the different seasons. You can find watermelon in the middle of the winter. It doesn't matter. We are committed to do so, and it's one of the strong products that we have provide to our consumer, and the customers knows exactly that we are one of the top elite. We just got the IATA certification when it comes to fresh and perishable recently, and this is one of the things that shows our commitment and our reliability on delivering perishable on the right time with the right product to the right customers.
I don't know whether you are able to kind of approximately quantify the growth rate and in terms of your perishable cargo volume and the e-commerce volume over the years. What you said about e-commerce as a double digit, is there any figure that you can look at perishable? Because we do an event in Nairobi with flour and perishable logistics. Saudia Cargo is a significant player there. Are there any figures that you can tell me?
I cannot recall at the moment, but to be fair, perishable were always constant pillar of the movement of the goods if you look at the products. Perishable will always there. General cargo is the main basically products, but perishable were always consistent across the years. You don't see drop, you don't see things. But of course, it's one of the critical elements to people to utilize in the world. So you're always going to find perishable one of the main pillars.
Also, I know pharma comes under the broad category of perishables, but then pharma in itself is a standalone product. That's also where you have a significant leadership in terms of pharmaceutical movement. I want to understand also in terms of going forward, what is the kind of investment that you would have for temperature control facilities, warehouses, reefer vehicles on the ramp, things like that. Is that going to be a significant investment that you will do?
Yes, we did multiple investments with our partner to make sure that our ULDs and our temperature control equipment are up to date, up to the standard, and also in line with sustainability program that you have another pillar that is very strong to
That's
us.
my next question.
I'm trying to get ahead of the questions. But we're on top of these things to ensure that it's always, technology is coming every day. The main thing that we want to make sure that our clients receive the best and the most recent and updated product that we have in the market. Perishable will always going to be pharmaceutical specifically. It's a very niche and very high yield market. And from other elements, we helped a lot during the COVID. It's survived and supported the kingdom throughout that time. So it's one of the products that we take pride in delivering with a high quality.
Also, you also need to have a modern fleet of aircraft. The freighter fleet, you have your wide body passenger fleet. Um, how many more freighters do you need? The kind of demand that you have, the kind of vision that you have?
Of course, we are in the middle of the growth.
Yes.
We're already at 8 freighters, and we anticipate to almost double that by 2028. Beyond 2030, we ensure that we want to be one of the largest companies in the world. But in the near future, as you have mentioned, we want to look for more efficient aircrafts, more reliable, and to make sure that all of these services is going to be provided seamlessly and in line with different regulation across the world. Our goal and our objective is to grow. We don't want to be a regional airlines. We want to be a global airlines.
Yeah. One question on sustainability, you touched upon in the previous answer. Sustainability going forward is going to be a critical factor in any business. It's not just about aviation. Somebody said it's not sustainable aviation fuel, it is sustainable fuel. It could be used for anyway.
Yes.
I know that it's sustainable aviation for SAF is not really easily available, but working with your customers, is that something that you are aggressively looking at to get partners on board? Your your forwarders, your shippers, are they willing to be a partner to achieve some of your sustainability goals? Because on your own
Yeah.
you can't
Of
achieve
course,
that.
we're part of ecosystem. We're part of a bigger ecosystem, and I can assure you that all of us is committed to ensure that we are more into more sustainability solution in the future. As you have mentioned, SAF is not completely there, but we are monitoring the research as it goes. We are closely working in different elements to reduce carbon footprints with the other airlines, Saudia and the other our partners. We're also working with our alliance, SkyTeam Alliance, to
Yeah.
ensure that whatever best practice is there, we're part of the sharing the knowledge. Of course, this is not only going to be selfish when it comes to sustainability. We want to be ensuring that we are sharing the knowledge with everyone in the ecosystem.
Hashim, we are also in the midst of a lot of uncertainties, a lot of geopolitical tensions. Like it or not, businesses do get affected by anything that goes around. But then people do travel, people do need to move around. Businesses do need to happen. Goods need to be moved, whether you like it or not. You need to move. We will find creative ways of doing it. But according to you, what would be some of the biggest challenges for your operations to achieve these goals in the midst of these uncertainties?
I'm a more of a glass half full
Okay.
kind of guy. I don't look at honestly the challenges, but I look for opportunities as well. These challenges will be maybe sometimes in part of the world, and other parts will be more of opportunities. But it's on us to handle all of these things. And one of the things we prize ourselves when it comes to Saudia Cargo is agility and quickly to adapt to these kind of changes. And we have proven this in the Q1 and the Q4 of the last year. There are lots of changes in the market, and we maintained performing and we maintained delivering to our clients. We maintained the company as steady, basically, as we can do, because we have the mindset of being agile, and we understand this is part of the business. We always have to be proactive. We cannot be reactive in this kind of business. Of course, we have different plans in place. We identify different risks. We have planned to mitigate them. Once we have control in place, we enroll them as we can go.
Hashim, as you move around the exhibition hall, meet with your customers, meet with the new business partners, potential business partners, what are you picking up? We are in Dubai, the Middle East, a significant region where you have huge potential in terms of as a logistic trade hub, transit hub for export import, going through different parts of Middle East. What are the messages that you are picking up?
We were given with the best kind of location in the world.
Yeah.
We're almost 6-7 hours from everywhere. This make our job much easier to ensure to connect the gateway of transfer of goods from east to west. And this is helping us to ensure that all of this, actually, it's a very busy symposium, which is a lot of good discussion is being dealt there. Having those ability to have and listen from the freight forwarders about the expansion, even as much as we can see that there's a huge potential, not only about the region, but also beyond the region. So it's becoming as not only about the hub of delivering goods, but also what's beyond JCC and going to the world.
Hashim, Thank you so much. It's been a
Pleasure.
great pleasure talking to you.
It's always this. Thank you, my friend.